Ever feel like you're just spinning your wheels, you're busy, you're exhausted, but you're not actually getting anywhere meaningful? If that feels familiar, then this explainer is for you. We're going to tackle a massive challenge today, finding your focus.
All right, so let's just jump right in with a pretty tough question. Take a hard look at your life right now, your calendar, the things you do every day. Are all those activities just about survival, paying the rent, keeping the car running, or are they actually fueling your life's true purpose? It's a heavy question, I know, especially when you feel like you're just trying to keep your head above water.
And you know how it is, right? We're all taught to celebrate these specific wins. You get the promotion, you buy the new car, you get that degree, and everybody claps. And hey, those things are great. But the sermon we're digging into asks a really sharp question. Are they the main goal, or are they just supposed to be tools for something bigger?
Now here's where it gets really interesting. This sermon puts forward this huge idea. What if you have one primary reason for being on this earth? A singular assignment. And if that's true, then everything else, your job, your education, all those wins we just talked about, they're not the main event. They're the support crew. So let's be super clear about what we mean by focus here. We're not just talking about concentrating on your work for an hour. No. In this context, focus is your ultimate mission. It's the primary assignment that your career is supposed to fund, that your education is supposed to give you skills for, and that your family is meant to support you through. It's the real deal, not just another goal to check off a list.
And this slide just lays out the danger so perfectly. The sermon uses this amazing analogy. A ship needs water to sail, right? But if the water gets inside the ship, the whole thing sinks. It's the exact same with the good things in our lives. Your career is fantastic for keeping you afloat, but the second it becomes your entire identity, you're taking on water. These things are meant to be the ocean you travel on, not the flood that drowns you.
Right, so if even the good stuff can pull us off course and become a distraction, then what are we supposed to do? How in the world do we cut through all that noise and find what actually truly matters? Well, the answer is kind of counterintuitive. So the sermon hits us with this quote: "Focus creates blindness." And I know, at first you might think, blindness? That sounds bad. But it's not about ignorance. It's about intentional exclusion. You literally can't look up and look down at the exact same time. To truly deeply focus on one thing, you have to choose to be blind to other things.
And this is where it becomes so practical. Think about the camera on your phone. You know when you tap the screen to focus on someone's face? What happens to everything else? It all goes blurry, right? That's the kind of blindness we're talking about. Real focus isn't about trying to see everything with perfect clarity all at once. It's about the discipline to pick your subject and intentionally let the rest just fade into the background.
And this is why it matters so much. A scattered life, with your energy going in a million different directions, is basically ineffective. It's like a pile of loose sticks. What can you really do with that? But when you bind them all together, suddenly you have a broom. You have a tool with power, with purpose. You can actually sweep and make a change. That is what focus does. It bundles all your scattered energy into something that can have a real impact.
Okay, that's the big idea. But let's get real. How do we actually do this? How do you figure out if you're a pile of scattered sticks or a powerful broom? Well, it's time to do a little personal audit. It's quick, but you gotta be honest.
Let's do this right now. Number one, think about your conversations. What do you really talk about with your friends? Is it just gossip, or is it about growth and your purpose? 2, your library. What are you consuming? Look at your bookshelf, your podcasts, your YouTube history. What are you feeding your brain? 3, your network. Who do you spend your time with? And then, here's the kicker, the hard question. Do all of these things, your chats, your content, your crew, do they actually line up with what you feel is your ultimate assignment?
And here's the beautiful part. The reward for all this tough self-reflection is peace. Real, deep peace and prosperity aren't found by looking over at what someone else is doing and getting jealous. It's found by knowing your lane, your unique assignment, and just staying on it. Your success is waiting for you on your path, not someone else's. And this all builds to this one final, really powerful takeaway. If you focus on your focus, you'll soon become the focus. What that means is, when you stop chasing every shiny object and pour your heart and soul into your specific assignment, you become excellent. You become a person of influence. You don't have to chase the spotlight. It will find you.
So, as we wrap this up, the challenge lands right back with you. This isn't about adding more to your to-do list. In fact, it's about taking things off. It's about choosing what gets your attention, So the question I want to leave you with is this. What will you intentionally decide to make blurry starting today?